I sat your shit and tell you quickly, sorry, silly rabbit. Countries I put you kids like taking candy from a baby. And feel like eating shit, there ain't no giving but some baby. See, ain't no taking busy, cause my mind is like a train. I'm tracking all the points at your motherfucking brain. No business in my business, neither comes to have no shake. And if I beat them, either to the have a cake. I'm got my fucking pump, I bet you get what happy nigga. It's hard to hold your mouth. Get a thought off this head, don't just go by the fool. I really don't know I get some psycho. I'm jumping off on so big, they call your house a baby wake up. I used to sway the rock, but they don't get the mother knock. That fucking fool, my clock and put the crackers in the foot spot. By the fucking tree, I never feel like that. My mama told me, boy, you really hesitated. Yes, I got the dab because I'm having what I want. My team is up to date, the year, the day, the fucking month. A nigga color black, I'm when I go, I'm gonna get mine. And when I put my nine, I'm just out to be no the time. Don't make it the first because I really don't hate it. Blame it on the fucking creator. It's in my motherfucking nature. Down the track, shoot my clock, I back, wrapped up at the bust of stabbing blades in that jacket. Fuck my teeth, get you back, I'm a jacket for your fucking shit. Sipping on my mask, put my gun out, watch it shine. I'ma catch that buster slipping in the Chevy at the state. I ain't here rolling green, I'm rolling green. I did pop that weed, got my blue, I didn't know. And it be my fool, good to me. They got to watch it pop, he don't ride a rock, while we rock, I really think I'm rock. Cause I got that tray, ain't no, hey, he got that hoe. The man got that nigga, ain't he know. Talking, I'm gonna know. They automatic, cause your motherfucking dog take my chrome all day long. Got you on my side, bumping my follow on my side, take my nigga. Got you on my side, bumping my follow on my side, take my nigga. And trying to reach the top is the reason why I shot. Some people don't understand the true plan of a ghetto man. You think I'm in the rage in the cage that's inside my hand. A player must be strong and be on. It's the league of no use. I mean, you do. All my niggas, they get killed. Don't see any small town. The young that's the we making easy money, pimping, hope style is easy. But it really don't explain why I do the shit I do. I'd rather blast a bitch than to tell a nigga fuck. You been tell me talking cheap, so I let them bitch know. It's something to your life when you're fucking with a psych. So no pity on you, because they take this shit for granted.
Yo.
And a fucking panic, it's your heart scratching at it. A nigga from the bottom is a pimp, or a robber, mother nigga like the doc was off the bound. And but God died on the table. I still believe it. 20 years later, it's in my motherfucking nature.
Yo, it's in my nature. It's your boy Andrew Jacksonville. It's Friday night. I believe I got the mic working. Is the mic working? Can you guys let me know in the chat? My little settings, it looks like it's working now. I had a little delay. Couldn't figure out what was going on. I blame my kids. Little shits. Capricorni says mic's working. Let's go. The reason I like to do this and what motivates me, I guess, to do this is I want to talk about. I see in society there's all these like things you're not supposed to talk about blacks. You're not supposed to talk about Jews. You're not supposed to talk about Muslims taking over Western countries and all. So wherever I see like there's this stigma of these topics you're not even supposed to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. Why are there these things like that people are trying to dissuade you to even talk about? Or if you even mention it or want to consider any of these ideas, you're automatically like a bad person or anything. This is what I'm drawn to the shit like a moth to a flame. What's up, Provo? What's up, Big Drink Tea? Good to see you guys. Crosshatch, Mr. Crosshatch. I think you're a man. Critiques channel the final 48 hours. That must be about the Islamic takeover of the West, I'm assuming. I'll have to look into that later. Just doing a chill stream tonight. I want to go over just a little bit and get into that. Whatever the hell that guy's name, Zohran. What's his name here? Zohran Mamdani, New York mayor candidate. And New York's blue, so he's probably going to win. But let's build up to it here.
Muslim. The mayor of London is Muslim. The mayor of Birmingham is a Muslim. The mayor of Leeds is Muslim. The mayor of Blackburn is Muslim. The mayor of Sheffield is Muslim. The mayor of Oxford is a Muslim. The mayor of Luton is a Muslim. The mayor of Oldham is a Muslim. The mayor of Rochdale is a Muslim. All of this was achieved by only 4 million Muslims out of the 66 million people in England. Today in England, there are over 3,000 mosques. There are over 130 Sharia courts in England, and there are more than 50 Sharia councils. 78% of Muslim women do not work and receive state support and free accommodation. 63% of Muslims do not work and receive state support and free housing. State-supported Muslim families have an average of 6 to 8 children who all receive free accommodation. Every school in the UK is required to teach about Islam. The number one most common baby name in England is Muhammad. This is not immigration. This is invasion.
I wouldn't even call it an invasion, lady. It's a takeover. It's already done. They've already planted their flag. How do people not see this happening? How do people? Well, clearly, there's some people online. Paul Joseph Watson's pretty critical of it, and there's other people that actively talk about this. But this is a problem, bro. And now the dude is gonna be most likely the mayor of New York City, America's crown jewel, biggest city. You're gonna have a Muslim mayor after 20-something years later, after never forget who did this, and then basically one generation later, you're going to elect this dude. Crazy.
In my hand, the Muslim Brotherhood plan for the destruction of the United States, written 5/22/1991. The title of the plan is مذكرة تفسيرية للهدف الاستراتيجي العام للجماعة في أمريكا الشمالية. You all got that? There will be a quiz. It is titled the Muslim Brotherhood, an explanatory memorandum for the general strategic goal for the group, the Muslim Brotherhood in North America, written 5/22/1991. This plan was presented as evidence in the Holy Land Foundation trial, the largest terrorism trial ever in the history of the United States, where our government handed down, hello, my best friend, where our government handed down 108 guilty verdicts for Muslim Americans and Muslim American organizations raising money to support terrorist organizations in the Middle East to the tune of millions. And I'm just going to read you a paragraph of this plan, so it'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. They talk about the settlement in the United States. And I have to put my glasses on because God in his wisdom decided I turned 49 and I needed reading glasses. Wait until I get to heaven. I'm convinced he's a man. If he was a woman, he would know I would look better without glasses.
What the fuck?
Understanding the role of the Muslim Brother in North America. The process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process with all the word means. The Ikhwan, which is the Arabic word for brothers, must understand that their work in America is a kind of grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers so that it is eliminated and Allah's religion is made victorious over all other religions. Is this clear? They don't mince words, do they? But the most important page of this document is the last page, because in the last page, they list 29 front Islamic organizations set up in the United States with the specific goal of sabotaging America from within and destroying America by our own hands. And I'm just going to name a few. Number one on the list is ISNA, Islamic Society of North America. And if you're familiar with ISNA, it's because they are now advisors to President Obama about Middle East policy. So we not only have the fox watching the hen house, we have the fox inside the White House dictating policy in the ear of the president. Number 2 on the list is the MSA, the Muslim Student Association. The Muslim Student Association has more chapters on American college campuses than the Democrats and the Republicans combined. Number 8 on the list is NATE, the North American Islamic Trust. The North American Islamic Trust owns the deed to over 90% of American mosques in the United States.
Yo, that's crazy. And these mosques are popping up everywhere. They're buying up churches. They're turning the churches into mosques. This doesn't have... I was trying to see what year this was originally recorded. This was uploaded 8 years ago. I think it's older than that, though. Because she's talking about, like, while Barack Obama's in. You guys have any mosques popping up in your neighborhood? The pigeon peckers, Jared Boy said. That's right. The pigeon peckers are behind all this. They're playing all the pieces on the chessboard.
That is a problem. Now, what makes this very important, and I'm going to focus in the last 5 minutes on education, is to show you how they set up every organizations in this plan to destroy America, focusing on every sector of our society. Organizations focused on publishing, organization focused on media, organization focused on education, with the strict purpose of doing sabotage to America from within. And I'm not talking military. We know that ISIS and Al-Qaeda and all the others want to attack the United States and do damage to the United States. As a matter of fact, we in the United States have 150 terrorist organizations right now operating in America. 5 of them are operating right here in the District of Columbia. And our government, and these are the ones we know about.
Oh, crazy. I tried to look up some like cross-references article she's talking about. And it does, to me, it seems honestly a little dubious, the article, or whatever she's reading. But I mean, you can look at it and see if that's what the plan is and what's happening. And we'll get into that New York guy in just a minute here. But I did want to go through my old, I had an old stream I did about some of Barack Obama's greatest hits, because this is where it all started, bro. Obviously, the guy's name is Barack Hussein Obama, right? Like, the guy comes on the scene out of nowhere. No one's heard of the guy. All of a sudden, he's like rising through the Democratic ranks all the way to the presidency instantly. 2 terms. Radically does transform America. All of a sudden, there's transgender kids, empowered these leftists you see out here that are protesting now and everything. And I think everyone kind of had that vibe right when Obama got in. This, like, oh, this dude's the Antichrist. They made that show. Was it on the History Channel? Or I don't remember what channel. It was called The Bible. They had the dude playing Satan, and he looked just like Obama. So even if it's the whole thing is like a played out, orchestrated script that's playing out, like, the shit's still happening, right? Like, the mosques are there in your neighborhood. Provost says we just had a new one put up in Salt Lake City, bro. Mormons, huge families there, right? Huge white families there. They're putting up a mosque. Big Drink Tea says they own every vape shop. Crosshatch says most churches are gone in Edinburgh. Crazy. Drew Muhammad night. It is the summer of Drew still. This is my 18th stream of the month. Dang it. I'm glad to be here. Let's see if I can get up to 20 by the end of the month. I wanted to do every day, but I'm a spoonie, damn it. I'm out of spoons. I'm out of spoons at the end of the night. I work all day. I put the kids to bed. And I'm shot. I spend a little alone time with my wife. Dunsky. I almost faded out tonight, but I'm pushing through it, man. That's all I got, man. This is my only option, man. I like to do it. I personally haven't looked into this, what's his name? Zohran Mamdani, whatever guy, that much. I've done a search, so I want to do that live here tonight with my people. You guys, this is my people. You guys have been riding with me for a long time. some of these classic Obama hits. I know I put them on this old stream I had. I'm just gonna skip through a few of them to find the ones I'm looking for real quick. And it's 2020. If there's number on it or whatever moments or whatever you'd call it in history, is this right here. It gets a little bit harder to find, especially on Google. So I had to make sure I archive this, get it on the stream, maybe show some of you noobs what you missed back in 2008.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Heck you say. Heck you say. Heck you say. Heck you say. Yes.
That's got to be my favorite of all time of like truther clips. Never gets old. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff right there. What else we got here? This guy, you know, that's although he's this is what people really thought, man.
Peggy Joseph took her daughter out of school early Wednesday for this. Her emotions ran high following Obama's speech.
It was the most memorable time of my life. It was a touching moment because I never thought this day would ever happen. I won't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I won't have to worry about paying my mortgage. You know, if I help him, he's going to help me.
Things that didn't age well. I'll take things that didn't age well for 1,000, Alex. I don't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I don't have to worry about my mortgage. Meanwhile, that lady right now can't afford a car because she can't afford the insurance and the gas in it. And her rent's probably $2,300 a month. There was was the guy's name Dinesh D'Souza. I think he made the movie about, I don't remember the name of it, but it was about Obama either maybe right after he got in. And it was about how basically all white people kind of felt like that vote was them absolving themselves from racism. And they thought that if everyone voted for Obama, like racism would just go away forever because we finally proved like, hey, black people, you can do anything, even though the dude's not black, but that's how it was marketed. And it was like, yo, if we vote for this dude, you'll be able to do anything, black people. So now you don't have to say the white man's holding you down anymore. And there's going to be a lot better society that's going to come from this black guy. That's the way I remember it anyway. That's what I do remember from the movie, and actually in person. There was this doom and gloom, at least to me, and where I was at that time in my life when Obama first got elected, and everything was blamed on Bush. And it was marketed as, hey, this is going to be a change. So that was right after the housing market collapsed, 2008. I was part of that. My home, I did own a home at that time. It was being foreclosed. I was sitting in a foreclosed home with no heat, drinking, watching TV, watching Obama. I remember specifically watching Obama's inauguration speech there, and I was like, yeah, man. I remember feeling like, yeah, things are gonna get better. Yeah, man. I was just a total dipshit then. But that's how it was marketed. And I didn't really look into this shit like that at the time. Plus I just got divorced and was losing my house and everything. I was in a bad spot. I was drinking heavily, smoking weed heavily and shit. Like, it was a bad time for me. The opposite of where I'm at right now, I guess. But I remember it specifically though, like, yeah, Obama's gonna make things better. Guys, this is from 2009.
Out, Omega. 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 Out, Omega.
Alpha Omega, they're saying so. Alpha Omega, the 1 and the 9, the C-19 coming. So this was, I don't remember, this video was called something like Obama's troops or something. I don't remember the exact name, but this was like Obama Youth or something. Like little ROTC programs for like for like Obama-tards. They don't look to be the fittest interpretation owners as.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next doctor. Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next lawyer.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next automotive technician.
Yeah, how'd that work out? Can someone fact check this? Can someone see what happened to these guys, where they went, and what they became? Somebody check their local jail.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next chef.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next architect.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next engineer.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next fireman. Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next architect.
Because of Obama,
We was architects and shit.
I'm inspired to be the next chemical engineer.
You're gonna be cooking meth.
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next entrepreneur.
Drug dealer.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes,
Thank you, Satan.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
we can.
Yes, we can.
Obama speaks on race America. Yes, we can. Embrace burdens of our past, now become the victims of our past. Yes, we can. Take more responsibility for our own life. Yes, we can. Have our own dreams and do not commit these risks for your dreams. Yes, we can. Teach others that while they may face challenges, discrimination in their lives, they must never.
No idea what they're saying.
Yes, we can.
All I hear is yes, we can. I have no idea what the chants are.
Always believe that we run our own destiny. Yes, we can. Demand more from our fathers, spend more time with their children by raising them and teaching them. For we have a choice in this country. We can accept things that bring division and create conflict, or we can come together and say, not this time. But yes, we can.
Yo, that's a crazy.
You guys don't.
Obama's South Carolina plan will include coverage of all essential medical.
This is about 30 seconds left on this.
Obama's South Carolina plan will include coverage of all essential medical services. Obama's healthcare plan will provide participants minimum copay for deductibles.
Obama's healthcare plan will simplify paperwork for providers.
Obama's health care plan will provide subsidies for families who cannot afford Medicaid.
Obama's healthcare plan will be able to provide participants the ability to move from job to job without taking the healthcare coverage.
What?
Obama's healthcare plan will extend coverage to young adults up to the age of 25 through their parents' plan.
Obama's healthcare plan will not turn any American away from any insurance plan. Obama's healthcare plan will offer health information technology.
Obama's healthcare plan will reform our market structure to increase competition.
Obama's healthcare plan will offer federal reinsurance to employers. John Team, retreat!
Yeah, I haven't watched that one in a while. That's fucking funny. We need that fact checker, please. Somebody see what's up. I remember the stories of this guy. Obama was the son of some Indonesian guy that was the cult of Subud or whatever. See the picture up there on the screen. Looks like him, but I don't know.
That was just too much for me there. I was just for race. Like in your face is probably.
Let me go through, see what other ones are on. I don't even remember which ones are on here. There was tons of these, like Obama classics.
I can't do that.
What the fuck is that? It might be it for Obama classics. Miss Capricorn, how do I add you as a mod on here? I'm on StreamYard. I don't know how to do that on here. Need you doling out them links, man. Give me 1 second. Hang tight, guys. 1 second. Hit the thumbs up while you're waiting, man. I forgot the thumbnail already. That's pretty funny. Up while you're waiting, man. Let me get in here and add some mods here. And one last thing. We're going to plug the shirt. I'm working on a couple new ones right now too. I won't reveal it yet, but gonna have another one. There it is. There we go. All right. So Obama came out of nowhere. Undying loyalty from blacks. Now coming out of nowhere, straight out of New York City, we got this dude here, man. Used to be an aspiring rapper, I guess. I haven't watched this at all. Just waiting to do this live, so let's go. I was trying to quickly find the full rap song because I just saw this little like clip, but that's probably all you need, I guess.
Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your nanny. Spin the rack. Come through, give a dab to your nanny. If you're really feeling good, spin the track for your nanny. Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your nanny. Spin the rack. Come through, give a dab to your nanny. If you're really feeling good, spin the track for your nanny.
Yo, was that his grandma swiping on Tinder? Hilarious, dude. Yeah, it looks like a trustworthy food truck right there. Look at the top comment. Is that a bot? Some white girl saying, "Could he get hotter?" Is this real? It's Aphrodite. Is that Aphrodite in the house? But let's get into this guy here. A lot of controversy. Guy kind of comes out of nowhere in the Democrat primaries for the mayor of New York City, and then right away Cuomo is just stepping down. So it does seem to me this guy is most likely directly connected to Barack Obama. They're using the same Barack Obama playbook to him. The media is strapping the rocket ship to his back. They're going to give him that main event push right off the jump. And, you know, Obama probably just calls Cuomo up and says, "Hey, brother, I need you to step down." He says, you got it, boss. And what do they have in common? They're both Muslims, right? I mean, we can't prove Barack Obama's one, but his middle name's Hussein, who would make sense. The guy sent $1.4 trillion over to Iran, pallets of just straight cash, for them to do whatever they wanted off the books. And this is your new Iranian sleeper cell here, this dude here. Who knows if you can believe anything about his backstory or anything.
In 2017, Zohran Mamdani released a rap track that praised 5 convicted Hamas funders known as the Holy Land Five. Now he wants to run New York. Mamdani says, "Look him up." So we did. These 5 men were convicted of funneling over $12 million to Hamas, a U.S. designated terrorist organization responsible for the murder, rape, and kidnapping of civilians, including Americans. Mamdani sent his love to convicted Hamas funders. Let that sink in. Mamdani says, "No wall will make it fall." That's an open door for criminals and chaos. Zohran Mamdani stands with convicted terrorist funders and wants open borders. This is New York City, not a sanctuary for terrorists. Zohran Mamdani, unfit, un-American, unthinkable.
This ad was paid. This ad was paid for by who? By some Jew. The guy LARPs. I did see a comment that said he LARPs that he loves LGBT, trans, and all that. What kind of a Muslim is he if he's actually about that? Or is that some takya? Takya just gets to lie to get what he wants.
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Thank you.
It's crazy.
To fit the room before he learned to smile his way out of scrutiny.
Yeah, I'm not watching Anonymous, but to me, it seems kind of like the counter to JD Vance, where JD Vance is young and well spoken, slick talking. This is going to be the guy that's the young counterpart. Let me find some of his little interviews here.
He was an aspiring rapper under the name Mr. Cardamom. Listen.
Mr. What?
He was an aspiring rapper.
Where's this whole? You'd think this would be easy to find. I just did a brief search on YouTube. You'd think this video would be like right up there right away. But maybe with a little digging, I can find the whole thing.
Under the name Mr. Cardamom.
Mr. what? Cardamom?
Listen,
Here, one more time.
Mr. Cardamom. Under the name Mr. Cardamom. Under the name Mr. Cardamom.
Maybe we can just look it up. What's the dude's name? Zohran. Beware the Zohran. Zohran Mamdani. Rap name. It says his catalog has been surging in streams. So you probably can find this whole thing out here. See, look at all I see is 30-second clips. He made the tracks with his friend, collaborator Abdul Bar Hussein. So we got another Hussein here. Mr. Cardamom. Okay, let's see if we can find this whole thing real quick. It's got to be out here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's check it out. Hold on. This should have been the intro song.
Chicken curry. My name is Praveen. Hello, everyone. Pound and a half of chicken. Stir and fry it again.
Mom? You're living in our house now, Mom. We're not living in yours. Why do I have to keep telling you this? And then on Wednesday, you forget to pick up Nikhil from school. All of your meddling and these questions and the TV serials has caused you to lose sight of the fact that you are not a good nanny.
The best damn nanny that you ever done seen. Fuck top 5 nannies and fuck top 3. I'm the number 1 nanny. Don't fuck with me. Fuck any of the nannies, since they better than Praveen. Cause I'm 85 years old, 85 years cold, 85 years with my family on my back. So I'll last everybody on my fucking haters. Don't know me now, then you never know me later. Say, I be in an elevator to the top.
The bridge, bro.
Drinking a little water ball for me by my waiter. Not just anyone, but the head fucking major. At the top where it is. Got a great grandkid, man, fucking ace. Wrapped in a shawl just in case a cool breeze, but you never.
Yo, we gotta do a deep dive, full decode of all this symbolism here. We got the yellow jacket nanny here.
Catch me, better just catch Zeus.
Okay, I've already seen his wife. Now let's go to his wife. Actually, this looks just like his fucking wife, like in some kind of like old makeup. Take a look at that face right there. Hold on one second. Let's pull up his wife. I'll come back to the song here. Where's his wife here? Hold on. I'm almost there. This supposedly is his wife. Damn, bro. Bam. We got a bam right here. Is that his wife? Just his wife in like some old face or something? I don't know, man. Damn, bro. The story of his wife too is crazy. I just saw the headlines. It says he met his wife on Hinge. Met his wife on Hinge. So this is recent. So this guy's running for the mayor of New York, and this dude's just out here swiping on apps, just meeting bitches. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Is this a man right here? It's kind of hard to tell. Gotta get another look at her here. They met on Hinge. His wife's mom? Could be his wife's mom. This must be like his handler or something. I don't know. I don't know what Hinge is. I'm not down with any. I never even did Tinder. I don't know anything about these swipe dating apps. I'm too old for that shit. I'm old as fuck. We used to call the love line link or whatever it was called. You call in and on a phone thing and try to connect with women and shit. How do I get rid of this fucking ad, bro? Get out of here. His wife's name is Rama Duwaji. Rama Duwaji.
Anything, it is a real life rom-com moment. And this one, it started in a place most of us have given up on, Hinge. Yes guys, apparently dating apps do work. Zohran and Rama are living proof.
Is this a man?
The couple prefers to keep things out of the
I'm looking for that Adam's apple. I'm not sure.
spotlight. But when comedian Kanis Surka got Zohran talking, he let the internet in on a little secret. I found my wife on Hinge. So dating apps still work. Just to let people know, he said with a laugh. We love the hope you are evoking in us hopeless romantics.
What a weird Jeet fucking page playing this shit.
They first matched in April 2022 and soon got engaged in Dubai in December 2024.
I got engaged in Dubai. He's just like you guys. He's just like you average New Yorkers. He just flies to Dubai with bitches he meets online, marries them. He's just like you.
And then in February this year, the two lovebirds finally tied the knot. No extravagant fuss, just an intimate moment that perfectly matched their low-key profile. Even amid a packed mayoral campaign, Mamdani still made time for a rare and moving Instagram tribute. 3 months ago, I married the love of my life, Rama, at the city clerk's office. Rama is not just my wife.
Rama, and they're up against Don. Ramadan. The Ramadan. She isn't just my wife. She's an incredible artist. I saw that too, that she's an artist. Rama Duwaji. Let's see what her art's about. Is it some weird Podesta shit or what? Rama Duwaji. Is this his handler or what? We got some deep codes here. We gotta dive deep in these. What the fuck is this? You see the Jesus fish in the middle. Uneaten. Oh shit, it's not shit. It's not changing the page for me. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, bro, she's so cutting edge. My wife shits on this lady's art. My wife's art shits on this guy. This guy's fucking wife's art. So she just does doodles. They're calling her an artist. So she does doodles, which that's fine. I have nothing wrong with doodles. It says, using drawn portrait and movement, Rama examines the nuances of sisterhood and communal experiences. She has worked with a variety of clients, including New Yorker, Washington Post, BBC, Apple, Spotify, Vice, and Tate Modern. Oh, and she also does ceramics. She's got a ceramics page here, too. So basically, like trust fund baby, doesn't do anything. New Edge Design says Rabbi Finkelstein's out the synagogue with this one. All right, this is her right here, man. This a man. Let's see. I can't zoom in. Looks like a weirdo art hole Wojak with her Yerba mate. It's an Iranian art hole Wojak. Definitely. Is that her mom there in the music video? Is that her in some kind of aging filter or mask?
Down for you. Put the ground for you. Put the sign for you. Give a crown to you. Bow down for you.
I think the light in this bitch's eyes does not look that old. Like her face obviously looks old, but look deep in her eyes, she doesn't look that old.
This is a nutty anthem, Jimmy of the band time. Weight class, warp pass, and all your ransom. Got a grandson that's handsome and then some. Spends his income on dim sum to fill time. You talking retention. Me, I'm talking expansion. Got the whole squad here, keep them at the tension. And I'm not in the business of taking no tension. So, gather round now, celebrate me. I'm your boss, I'm your fucking nanny. Got a doctorate, bitch, so don't fucking try me. Don't need a nano, cause I'm living my G.
See, and that's weird. It's like the theme of the video is the dating app, and then this guy claims he met his wife on a dating app and shit. It's just like you.
Run this whole city like a Ramiate. Stay setting people up, MC at the shawty. If you see me in the streets, don't be asking Guane. Bow down for you. Put the ground for you. Make a sign for you. Give a crown to you. Bow down for you. Hit the ground for you. Make a sign for you. Go ahead, make a rap for your naughty. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your naughty. Spin the rack on through, give a dab to your naughty. If you really feeling good, spin the track for your naughty. Go ahead, make a rap for your naughty. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your naughty. Spin the rack on through, give a dab to your naughty. If you really feeling good, spin the track for your naughty.
They find these like people desperate for fame and just put them out there. Just like, remember Marjorie Taylor Greene? I showed a few times before. Marjorie Taylor Greene was on American Idol audition. They just find someone that will just like do anything for the spotlight. Damn, $4.75 for all that food right there. Shit, can we go back in time? Holy shit. Let me see what else I can pull up on this dude, because I'm just getting in this dude right here too. Let me hear what the bullshit he's spouting.
And one of the things that we've said beyond saying we're going to make this a sanctuary, and one of the things that we've said beyond saying we're going to make this a sanctuary city for LGBTQIA plus.
See, how are you a damn Muslim? He admits he's a Muslim. How are you a Muslim? You're talking about LGBT. Is this a drag queen right in front of him? Interviewing him, he's just saying he's all about it.
Beyond saying that we're going to establish an office of LGBTQIA plus affairs is also that we're going to provide $65 million of funding for gender-affirming care, the same amount of funding the federal government threatened to pull out from local providers for that kind of work. And in this moment especially, if we want to fight the Trump administration, we have to do so by fully funding our own services, taxing the wealthiest New Yorkers and corporations here. And one of the things that we've said.
Can we just fucking cordon off New York and California? Is that not the motherfucking movie Escape from New York? Isn't the shit just like cordoned off? He's got to get the fuck out of there. Can we do this? Just quarantine the shit from the rest of the country. Get the fuck out. Yeah, look at even New York Post. NYC SOS, who will save city after radical socialists batters Cuomo in Dem mayoral primary. Straight out of the Obama playbook, though. Just Rags to riches from nobody to the rocket ship strapped on his back. Zohran. Yeah, after 9/11, how could NYC voters elect a Sharia law anti-American Muslim? This is betrayal to America. So obviously it's agitprop propaganda to enrage the Christians, the MAGA base, get them to push back against this.
We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism, to stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors, and to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party. We have won because New Yorkers have...
I did see it. Hold on, I'll pull it up in a second. Let me hit a couple more of these. I did see a tweet that was a link between him and Obama, but I'm not sure how credible it was.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence of the highest degree. We have often...
What the fuck did he just say? Violence is an artificial construct. Provo with the $1.99 says hashtag Summer Drew. That's right, baby. We out here, baby. Summer Drew. Stream number 18 of the month. We're going hard in the paint. I'm gonna try to hit 20 by the end of the month. I got a few days left. EBT's in the chat. Good to see you, brother. I'm on your own StreamYard if you want to jump up here, bro. I'm sucking on EBT's teat here. He doesn't even know it.
Hey guys, I hope you all had a lovely Juneteenth. I'm just getting home.
Juneteenth, bro. I hope your Juneteenth was so great, bro.
Got in the city at events, and today marks 5 days until Election Day.
So I actually created a playlist for Mira, who also happens to be my mother.
Yeah.
Nepotism and hard work goes a long way. We had to find a studio to record dialogue for one of the actors to perfect their accent.
Hey guys, I hope you all had.
Okay, what they're talking about here is he fakes his accent. So he used a fake South African accent, later confessing he molds his identity to match what people want to hear. He's performing back then, and he's still performing now. It's all political theater designed to win your trust and your vote. What have we been talking about here on these channels for years? That it's an actor-based reality. The world's a stage. Not every politician, not your local city council, not some lower level House of Representatives, but these people you see regularly on the TV, on the national news. Jasmine Crockett, Marjorie Taylor Greene, AOC, the household name people. These are people that are actors playing roles on a world stage. You got levels of it, just like wrestling. I think I gotta push up the Vince McMahon stream. Been pushing it back as long as I can. I think I just gotta knock it out to get across the ideas that in professional wrestling, there's different levels of characters based on how much they win. It's obviously it's all fake, but there's main eventers. They win all the time, and they're the champions. Just under them, there's upper mid-carders. Then there's mid-carders. They fight for mid-card belts, intercontinental titles. Then down below, you got jobbers that just lose all the time. It's the same kind of thing, even in the political spectrum. You have mid-carders, the upper mid. This guy's getting a push immediately. You never heard of him. He's already upper mid-carder, mayor of New York, right there. Right underneath Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Barack Obama, all the names that are the heavyweight names. They strap the rocket ship to his back and let him go. Let me see. There's more examples of his fake accent, just like Kamala Harris did.
Because I think that New Yorkers, more than they hate a politician they disagree with, they hate a politician they can't trust.
On the subject of trust, you've adopted different speaking accents in different scenarios.
But they go to their local bodega.
Is there one that's real and one that's affected?
What I would say is, as any immigrant knows, having been born in Kampala, Uganda, and then raised in South Africa and moving here when I'm 7 years old, is there are different parts of my life.
A worldwide tour is a worldwide tour is a worldwide tour.
Mamdani was talking about a worldwide press tour back when he was a rapper.
Bring the flavor to the fish, bring the flavor to the rice.
In a Disney movie directed by his mother.
Nepotism and hard work goes a long way. Here in New York City, this
Oh,
is how I
okay.
speak.
So he's actually
New-
from a Disney movie. What is the name of that movie? Hold on. Queen of Cat. I gotta pull that up. Queen of Cat We something. Queen of Cat We. What is this movie? Biological sports drama about a girl from the Ugandan slums who becomes a chess champion. Yeah, sounds totally realistic. Oops. So he's in this damn Disney movie. Yeah, they just find these hungry ass low level actors. The hell's the guy's name? I don't remember the guy's name. Zohran. It's got his little clip in there. Oops. I hate these ones. I hate those ones that play that weak little music as it goes. Yeah, so he won the primary of whatever the election thing.
New York Daily News is calling the results of the city's mayoral primary last night. Former Governor Andrew Cuomo conceding to the 33-year-old state representative Zohran Mamdani.
Bam.
The win could mark a shift in Democratic
You see that brick wall there? Bam.
Party politics, Mamdani being seen as far more progressive than Cuomo. While Cuomo has conceded, the New York Elections Office will officially name a winner on the 1st of July. If the votes hold and Mamdani is up by 8 points, he'll move on to face New York's incumbent mayor, Eric Adams, in the November election. Adams is running as an independent.
Exactly what. I don't know how to say this name. I see you in here all the time. Gabwe. That's how I'm going to say it. America Zelensky. Remember, Zelensky was playing in movies, and he played in a Netflix show or something where he played an actual president in the show, and then later becomes the actual real president of his country. Real quick, this has nothing to do with this, but crews are putting large anti-scale barricades around the White House and Treasury tonight. What's happening? You're going to announce the arrest of Barack Obama, of course. And they're going to be chimping. They're going to be chimping, bro. Let's go back here on the... Play a few more of these guys.
You might have seen this guy all over your feed lately, hanging out with Carl Penn, winning rallies, trending on Instagram. Fun fact, he's the son of filmmaker Meera Nair. And as a teen,
So his wife, or that's his mom then, right? The filmmaker. And she got him into the Disney movie.
And as a teen, he helped Carl Penn land the lead in The Namesake. Yes, that Namesake. Now that film-loving teen just won the Democratic primary for New York City mayor, beating Andrew Cuomo no less. At 33, Zohran Mamdani could be New York City's first Muslim, first Asian, and first millennial mayor.
How the fuck is he Asian? Now he's Asian? He's born in Uganda and he's Asian?
Backed by AOC, Bernie, and a grassroots movement that shut the political machine down. His platform? free buses, rent freezes, universal childcare, affordable groceries, and a $10 billion plan to tax the rich. He's also made headlines for calling Israel's action in Gaza a genocide, a stance that sparked backlash but fired up supporters who see him as morally fearless.
New Yorkers मुश्किल से afford कर रहे हैं रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान.
He has also run the most online savvy campaign the city's seen. Real, raw, no translation, rewriting rules. It got Bollywood nods and fan accounts like Hot Girls for
Literally Bollywood directors directing his fucking shit in New York City. Bollywood. Have you guys seen these Bollywood videos? They're fucking nuts, bro. It's like completely over the top. Cringe. Bollywood's directing his shit. That's the theme of his shit. Is that his wife right there? And some Muslims letting his wife show her ass on the fucking internet. Yeah, right.
For Zohran.
He's the best we got. When's the last time we had a mayor that was hot?
On election night, he quoted Monday.
Fucking women, man. All they need, they need as long as he's hot. He's hot. I'm gonna vote for him. He does want to make state-sponsored grocery stores or state-owned grocery stores. I'll pull that up here in a minute.
It always seems impossible until it is done. My friends, we have done it. I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York.
November 4th is the real test. From Queen's Kid to Mayor, New York City is writing a new story and Zohran is holding the pen. If Zohran wins, it won't just be a mayoral race. It will be a movement.
Zohran. Where's the voice? Damn it.
It doesn't need to be this way.
How do I just refresh it?
The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you.
New York's socialist and
socialist as fuck, right? And they're just gonna take over property and don't have to pay any taxes and sell you the food. What could possibly go wrong there? Get you hooked on that, and then once you don't know how to shop anywhere else, then what?
anti-Zionist candidate for mayor has drummed up a lot of attention since winning the Democratic primary this week. But some of Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani's insane policy proposals haven't gained enough attention. Take, for example, his idea to create a network of city-owned grocery stores that don't make a profit. The reason why food costs so much is not because grocery stores make massive profits. In fact, they're low-margin businesses. In reality, sales tax drive up the cost of food in New York City, as does steep labor costs, which certainly wouldn't be offset at all by Mamdani's plan to raise the city's minimum wage gradually every year from $16.50, what it is right now, eventually to $30 by 2030. There's also Mamdani's plan to freeze the rent of all rent-stabilized apartments, which wouldn't at all help the real problem driving New York City's housing crisis, which is too few apartments and no incentive to build or develop new housing, in part due to the city's unbelievable regulatory apparatus that makes it almost impossible to construct. All in all, his socialist agenda would require the city to raise $10 billion annually in new revenue.
Yeah, bro. All those fucking Yankees, they're moving. They're all moving down south here to Florida for sure. Yankees are out. The amount of taxes required to do this is going to be fucking insane. Insane. Oh, man. I don't know where else to go here. There's plenty to get into here. But I'm running out of time. I had about an hour. I'm right on that damn hour mark. Let me see. Let me go back one more. Hold on. It's a 20-minute video saying, yeah, we do need state-run grocery stores. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Let me see if they can make their point
This
quickly.
is Grant Honda, safe and effective, long-lasting insect repellent that feels great and smells.
Zohran in New York City, who's been running for mayor, a really great campaign.
This is the Left Reckoning podcast. You're going to see Jack Talcott on this one soon. Hey, join us on Patreon. Left Reckoning. Yeah, he's right. The city needs to own the grocery store.
And maybe we can talk about some of the things that people really like about this campaign.
Our campaign is surging, and you want to know why? Because the ideas we're fighting for are popular. This month, for
His whole campaign is Gibbs. Gibbs me that. That's literally what he's running on.
example, we got new polling that showed that 2/3 of New Yorkers support city-owned grocery stores, a policy we've championed for months that would guarantee cheaper groceries. But that's not all. A separate poll found 3/4 of New Yorkers support making buses free.
Yeah, so the buses are free too. Everything's free.
Like this one. As a state legislator, I won $15 million to fund a first-of-its-kind fare-free bus pilot that led to a 30% increase in weekday ridership and a 38.9% decrease in assaults on bus drivers.
I would call bullshit on that. I mean, maybe in his little test, but letting anyone on, even the $1 or $2. Well, shit, how much is a bus nowadays? I haven't been on one for so long. It's probably more than $2, but even that little fee probably keeps away a lot of like druggies and homeless people that are just fucking would rather spend that couple bucks on meth. Now they're gonna be shooting up meth and then getting on the bus and beating up the driver. That was my first thought, and he says it's going down. Bullshit.
Now I'm running on a plan to make every bus fast and free. And finally, this week we found that nearly 80% of New Yorkers agree with my plan to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants. Politics isn't always that complicated. We're in second place because we're fighting for everyday New Yorkers. So join us at ZohranForNYC.com and win a city that New Yorkers can actually afford.
Building your online business?
Damn, bro.
Go to Wix.com and set up.
Let's hear what the Left Reckoning has to say about this.
And I have to say,
damn, it's $5 to ride a bus now. I've been on a bus for so fucking long, probably since like 2008. I remember when I first started my other job in 2008. Yeah, I didn't have a car or anything. My home had foreclosed, and I had to like ride the bus around. And that shit was whack. Or call a cab. That was even before Uber.
as important as a lot of the other things we're going to talk about today, I think that this,
there's no way I can stay up and watch these soy motherfuckers. This is a guy and an idea. This guy's ideas. I'm gonna have to come back to this one because I'm gonna have to shut this down quick. Let me watch one more video here.
We
real quick. Hold on.
stand on the verge of a victory that will resonate across the country and the world. Make no mistake, this victory will be historic, not just because of who I am, a Muslim immigrant and a proud democratic socialist, but
They love it. And what's crazy, it's all white people. I guarantee if you look in this crowd that it's all white people, and especially gays, trans, all that shit that Muslims are against. They're in that fucking crowd cheering for him. I guarantee it. These people are so fucking dumb. They don't even understand what this guy is. Obviously, it's some Muslim plant. He's going to be bringing about maybe not full-blown Sharia law in New York, but at least you'll be getting that call to prayer. You'll be getting major, right in the most major Times Square and City Park and everything out there for sure. It's going to be flooded with Muslims doing call to prayer 5 times a day. The shit already happened in Minnesota with Elon Omar and Keith Ellison. This is the plan, bro. They've targeted California, a couple spots in the Midwest, Chicago and Minneapolis, and then the East Coast, New York. And it spreads from there. They're going to lock down the coast and meanwhile slowly expand through the Midwest. They already got this plan in place.
but for what we will do, make this city affordable for everyone. Because after this rally, as many of us sleep, millions.
And there's some brown people. What are those Jeets?
Millions of our neighbors will step out onto moonlit streets across our city.
Jeet.
Nurses
That's mini AOC. AOG.
is working the night shift will put on their scrubs and save lives.
Right there. This is the typical liberal right here. Old white lady with a boy's haircut.
Office buildings will be made new again as the midnight shift scrubs and polishes in the dark. And even more, New Yorkers will spend the entire night tirelessly working and return home carrying the burden that it still isn't enough. If New York truly is the city that never sleeps, we deserve a mayor who fights for those of us who labor at every single hour of the day.
How are people falling for this shit? Basically, he's just got to say Orange Man bad. Is that all it is? Just like before with Obama, it was blame Bush. That's all he said to tie it into the beginning of the stream. Blame Bush. And now this guy can just say, well, Orange Man bad. And now you got all the yeah, fuck yeah, dude. We're going to vote for this guy. Who cares that he's Muslim? He said he likes LGBTQ. IA plus, whatever the fuck it is.
I will be that mayor.
It's also very cinematic. I think that these people are so out of touch with reality. They watch so much TV, TikTok, and all this shit. They're not really in real life interacting with people. And then said his mom's a filmmaker, so they're able to make these cuts with these cinematic shots. And these people don't even completely understand why they're so drawn to it. Well, because it's shot like a fucking movie, and he's saying the shit a guy in a movie would say.
And I will be a mayor who doesn't bow down to corporate interests, doesn't take his orders from billionaires, and sure as hell doesn't let ICE steal our neighbors from their homes. There are no kings in America, whether that's Donald Trump, Andrew Cuomo, or the Republican billionaires who fund both of their campaigns.
Damn, bro. Gabby says, notice nothing about the letter people or skin color. I think you're onto something as he does counter what Vance tends to represent. Yet still suggests his accomplishments are against the system, as his shill song out of nowhere paints him.
Because this is a campaign that is going to win on June 24th. And it's thanks to each and every one.
I guarantee that crowd's way more white than they're showing. They're just like zooming in specifically on the brown people that are there. It's New York, so there is definitely darker people there or non-whites there. But I guarantee 60% or more of these people are white. You can get a wide crowd shot. Let's see.
On election night, after the polls have closed and the results have come in, we will go home. And as we close our eyes, the days of countless others will only be beginning. Doors in Jackson Heights and Parkchester and Bay Ridge and Soundview will open at midnight. New Yorkers will leave their homes and commute under streetlights to work, where they'll drive buses and mop floors and bake bread. For some, this will feel like any other night. But
Yeah,
so many
this is literally Zelensky shit. This is like a sitcom. This is like a Netflix movie of a guy running for a politician. What are you going to do, buddy? What's your fucking politics? Let's see him debate somebody. Let's get him out here. He's just saying, Gibbs, I'm going to give you free shit.
It will feel like the dawn.
Yeah. Gabby says white people being saved by a Muslim is pretty funny and twisted. Yeah, it is, to be honest. I mean, shit, bro. This is like Darwinism here, right? Like if you can't figure this out at this point, then fuck you. Just fucking nuke New York.
Of a new day. Because we, my friends, are going to win the city we deserve. And it's going to be one we can afford. One.
You got the music, just the same shit that you see in these truther videos. If it's a truther video that plays some music, these people get all like swept up into it. Like he's got the same shit here. He's got like the dramatic music playing in the background with the cinematic shots.
Where we can dream again. And for that, I must say, thank you.
Yo, this is some serious Obama vibes here. Just fucking people just screaming for him like he's a rock star and shit.
Thanks for watching, guys.
And how the fuck is this guy only 33? He definitely looks older than 33 to me. This guy looks like he's fucking my age. I'm 40. I don't even know how old I am. Damn, 46? This guy looks like he's fucking my age. There's no way this guy's 33.
Thanks. Follow, subscribe, and share.
Subscribe. Clump. From everywhere or nowhere. Rich theater family. Yeah. Crazy shit. I gotta shut it down. I do have to work. The last time I did that stream about the teachers on my main channel, I was streaming till like this time, and I fucking barely made it to work. And then the whole next day, I was just fucking spent. That's why I wasn't able to stream last night. I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna try my best to stream tomorrow night since I don't work on Sunday. I'm gonna pump my stats up, get up to 20 streams for the month of June. Hashtag Summer of Drew. See me rolling throws down 5. So did this Iranian ever say anything about Jews or Israel? Well, he says free Palestine. I think he does. He's anti. He does say this. Hold on. He says, whoops. He says he would arrest Netanyahu. Is there a video of it? Hold on. Why is the fucking... Oh, because it's got to drop an ad on me. I hate these fucking ads, bro. 15 seconds. Let's fucking go, dude.
This is a city that... The Mayor Mamdani welcomed Benjamin Netanyahu to the city? No. As the Mayor Mamdani welcomed Benjamin Netanyahu to the city? No. As mayor, New York City would arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. This is a city that our values are in line with international law. It's time that our actions are also. Even though the U.S. is not a signatory to the ICC? No, it's time that we actually step up and make clear what we are willing to do to showcase the leadership that is sorely missing in the federal administration.
Yeah, that's totally bullshit. And if that is really his stance, then, AIPAC's donating all the motherfucking money to his opponent. They're going to fucking go all in to make sure this guy doesn't fucking win. We'll see where that leads to. So he's definitely anti-Israel. And he's with AOC too, right? They had AOC getting fat. AOC out here getting fat. Let's see if I can find a video of those two together real quick. Yeah, here they are. That's a picture. She plumping up. Oops, shit. Keep forgetting to switch the tabs. I keep forgetting I'm on StreamYard tonight. Yeah, rest in peace, Davey. Davey would not want to see this. I'm kind of glad Davey's gone, so he doesn't have to see his woman hitting the wall in real time. Yo, Trump didn't even have to build the wall. She hit the damn wall. Damn. Damn, AOC. Losing it, man. Waistline's fucking expanding. Who's Alex Stein gonna call the next big booty Latina? Because that thing already gonna be looking sloppy for sure.
Of New York, you were being gaslit about Zohran Mamdani, and I'm going to tell you why. Zohran Mamdani's entire career has been defined by his hostility toward Israel. He has marched with pro-Hamas protesters. He supports BDS.
I think that what we need to do is ask people, will you support BDS? And frankly, not ask them, but demand that you must do this.
He founded SJP on his campus. He considers himself a democratic socialist and aligns himself with the Democratic Socialists of America, who, while October 7th was still happening, condemned Israel and encouraged their followers to join the resistance. He consistently aligns himself with fringe, tokenized Jewish groups that are anti-Israel. And only after widespread outrage at his inability to say that he believes the state of Israel should exist, he's finally started saying, I believe the state of Israel should exist as a country that follows international law, which feels conditional and also feels like his campaign manager told him he needed to get the Jewish vote. Zohran Mamdani compared the word intifada to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising.
The very word
has been used by the Holocaust Museum when translating the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising into Arabic, because it's a word that means struggle.
He was condemned by the United States Holocaust Museum and refused to condemn the phrase globalize the intifada. He says it's about Palestinian resistance. You as a Jew know better, because when you think of the word intifada, you think of this and this. As a Jew, when you hear globalize the intifada, you think of the first and second intifada. These photos are from the second intifada, where over 1,000 Israelis lost their lives in terror attacks like bus bombings. Globalize the intifada is an incitement of violence toward Jews, and you know it. The largest Jewish population outside of Israel is in New York City. The mayor of New York matters. Anti-Semitism is at an all-time high. And you know that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, but Zohran Mamdani doesn't. He has consistently chanted that anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism.
Who is trying to say that anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism?
But anti-Semitic incidents spiked unbelievably after October 7th. Anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. An example of this unbelievable gaslighting of Jews is in this opinion piece published by the New York Times today. This author defends Zohran Mamdani's anti-Semitism and then goes on to say that the deadly attacks in DC and Boulder were not anti-Semitic at all, but actually politically motivated. But you as a Jew, you know better. This election matters for the safety of the Jewish community. And Zohran Mamdani may be running for mayor of New York, but Jews everywhere are watching.
Khazarian milkers. So maybe what'll happen here, let me give one last, I won't call it a prediction, but maybe something will happen, is if you see what's been going on, and I've been talking about it too, is Marjorie Taylor Greene went on Tucker and talked about Israel. Let me see if I can find a shorter clip. And I basically said they're doing this so over the top to get the average person to be not necessarily against Israel, but to kind of at least start the noticing. Let's just say Tucker, or what's his name here, Cruz.
I'm the one who said it, not me.
Cruz is out here over the top, Israel gushing, ball washing.
So you still haven't asked why, but I'm going to tell you why. Okay. And the reason is twofold. Number one, as a Christian, growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed.
So that was that one. You guys probably seen that. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene was on Tucker here. I don't know if it's tonight or very recently, talking about kind of the same thing. But where he was ball washing Israel, she's questioning it. She's the noticer. She's to get that into the public zeitgeist. And as more and more people become noticing that, let me play her clip real quick.
Since I've become a member of Congress since 2021, we have voted on 22 resolutions for Israel, 22 of them. All kinds of resolutions, denouncing anti-Semitism, supporting Israel. We voted on 22 of those. We never vote on resolutions proclaiming great things about America or defending certain Americans or defending Americans in general. But we have voted on 22 resolutions in the House defending Israel.
How many of you voted yes on?
I don't know my exact record. The last one I voted no on, and then the one before that I voted present because I just started getting sick of it.
Well, that's kind of it. I mean, I've always noticed this, certainly in the last, I don't know how many years it's been, a while, where Republicans in the Congress are, always talking about Israel. I'm not against Israel. I've always liked Israel, so I haven't really noticed it. Okay, fine. Love Israel, love any country, whatever. But it feels like something has changed. Like why? And clearly it has for you. What is that thing?
Well, I think here's the situation. It's coming to a point where it's so obvious all the time in everyone's language, the social media posts they put out, the statements that they make. They have to proclaim Israel. They have to proclaim their faith and loyalty in Israel and how they, Israel is our greatest ally. And it's a statement that has to be made over and over and over again, to the point it's becoming like, wait a minute, what about our own country? What about our own people? And we have so many problems here in America. And we talk about this all the time, $37 trillion in debt. Just like you and I were speaking before, our kids' generations. My kids are 22, 25, and 27. And our children's generation, they can't afford rent. They can't afford to buy a house. They can't afford insurance. They can't buy a new car. They can't find a good paying job. They're living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, credit card bills stacked up. And they literally look to the future going, how am I ever going to realize the American dream? And it seems hopeless for them. But then in Congress, everyone is chasing and pursuing and proclaiming their loyalty to a foreign country.
This is what I've been talking about here, is they're making the Israel ball washing so over the top that the average person has to notice it at least and start questioning it and stuff. So maybe where they're going with this guy is maybe like make everyone think that he's going to be the shoe-in lock for the next mayor of New York, because he's still young. He's got plenty of time ahead of him, and then they could pull the rug on him and then blame it all on like AIPAC and Israeli lobbies donating to the other guy, the incumbent dude, and they just flooded his shit with like millions and millions of dollars or whatever, however much money it was, just to beat this one guy. And then even in a loss, that guy could still be protected and look like he's the real deal and all that, and then maybe continue to get people to notice and fixate on Israel as you get QAnon. Not that I hate that I have to say it every time. Not that I believe QAnon, but I've always said it's maybe some type of like predictive programming. It's a somewhat loose roadmap of where they're going to go, and then Donald Trump's, save Israel for last. He's going to go over there, Trump. Possibly try to even build the third temple or something, but he has to get the public sentiment against Israel first. So maybe that's where it's going. I'm not sure exactly, but just thought. But I'm way past my bedtime. I gotta go to work in like 2 or 3 hours. I'm so fucked, bro. I'm so fucked. But I'm all into this, bro. I like looking into this shit. So since tomorrow I don't work on Sunday, expect to see me back probably on my main channel, Chalk by the Outline. Make sure you go subscribe. I appreciate everyone that was here. Thank you for your time. And peace out.
Every time I make a bet, I gotta have my fucking mouth. In the case of Dougie trying to run out with my fucking mouth. On the head to pull a trigger, hell, pull the ball. You gotta go love to your head. You gotta find it, that put it down, man. Fuck it, I'm put it in. The motherfucker who be coming for it. Give me a man and I'm a friend. Boy, and I have my fucking Glock, I had to fucking beat it. Boy, nigga, and my beat it. I know they got them. Every time they get us on the front of them. Why you saying down forward on your TV? Take a foot of chicken, you will pick up on the niggas. I just don't give a fuck now. I will talk. They gave you the 22. My nigga, dog. Stop it.